Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today we will be doing a tarot reading for the death of Rivera. But before I begin, I would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you get notified on my next upload. I'm uploading a new video every week and I'm offering a free tarot reading for all of my subscribers. So if you would like to have your reading with me, you can just send a message to my email or a direct message to my Instagram. All of the details will be in the description box below. On May the 24th, 2006, the body of Ray Rivera was found inside the historic Belvedere Hotel in the Mount Vernon neighborhood of Baltimore, Maryland. Although the event was ruled a probable suicide by the Baltimore Police Department, the circumstances of Rivera's death are mysterious and disputed. Rivera went missing from his residence on May 16, 2006, after receiving a phone call from the Agora Publishing switchboard, according to a guest staying at the Rivera home at the time. After several days of searching for clues on Rivera's whereabouts, his wife's parents found his car located in a parking lot off St. Paul Street in Mount Vernon near his workplace. Rivera's co-workers went to the top of a parking structure near where the car was discovered and noticed a hole in the roof of the south wing of the Belvedere Hotel. Police soon discovered Rivera's partially decomposed body inside a conference room under the roof's hole. Alright, let's start with the reading. Alright, so from the first deck we have Five of Cups, Father of Pentacles, Father of Swords, Two of Cups, the Hanged Man, Seven of Swords, Son of Swords, the Star, and Nine of Swords. So we see here that we have three people's energy, the Son of Wands, Father of Pentacles, and Father of Swords. I feel that the Son of Wands is Ray's energy, and these two are the people who were involved in his death. And I strongly feel that these two were the people he was working with, especially because this King of Pentacles is the energy of someone who deals with money or finance, and the Father of Swords here is someone who is a go-getter. So these two combined, I feel that they were the leader in the company, or at least on the top level in the company. And this Father of Pentacles is good with managing money, and the other one is good with making deals. Basically, he's good at convincing people. Now we see on top of these two energies, we have Five of Cups, and with this card I sense disappointment. I feel that this is Ray's feeling towards these two people, and for some reason he was upset, and hopefully we will know why he's so upset with these two people. Now let's move on to this Two of Cups. Usually Two of Cups represents relationship, and in this case I feel that the relationship that this card is talking about is between him and his friend or his business partner, especially because we have a strong business tie from these two people. And underneath this we have the Hanged Man. I feel that this card is telling us that at some point he found out about something and it changed the way he looked at the situation and the partner, the business partner in this case. Because I feel that the disappointment that he felt was because of this relationship. Like he didn't think that the partner would have done something so bad, and he figured out at some point that the partner was not trustworthy. And I think that was the reason why he felt so upset. And underneath this we have the Seven of Swords. I think this shows that there was something that these people did, and they were hurting other people, and he realized that he was part of this, not because he wanted to be part of this, but because he was in the middle of this, of all of this. I feel that he was blindsided and trapped in this whole thing. As we can see here, that there are more swords on top of him, and this one sword was like away from the rest of the swords. Feel that this shows that he was kept in the dark, and when he figured this out, he was shocked and hurt. Now let's move on to the Star card underneath the Son of Wands here. I feel that this card is showing us that he had hope that these two people would do the right thing, and I feel that they set up a meeting to talk about what he had discovered. But with the Nine of Swords here, I feel that this card is telling us that these people ended up killing him. Maybe they had this intention from the beginning, or they had tried to convince him to follow their orders, but then he refused, and that is why they killed him. So let's just draw more cards to get more insight about this. So from the second deck, we have Knight of Wands, the Moon, Seven of Pentacles, Strength, Five of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Illumination, and Six of Pentacles. Alright, this is getting interesting because let's see here, we have three people's energy, the Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, and Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of the same as this, the energy before. So like I said, this is race energy, and these two knights here, I feel that this is the energy that comes from the same people, but for some reason in the second deck their energy become knights instead of the king. But we'll get to this later. Okay, let's start with these three cards here. So this is race energy, and the Moon card underneath his energy, I feel that he discovered some kind of secret that was hidden, that was kept from him. And the fact that this card is on top of the Father of Pentacles here, I feel that this was related to the money, and that is why he was involved, because he was the one dealing with the money in the company, I guess. And underneath the Moon card, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which I feel that this card tells us that they were trying so hard to bury the truth or whatever was discovered. So now I would like to move on to this Elimination card. I think that this card clears my doubt about whether the killing was intentional or not. I feel that the answer is yes, it was intentional. But of course they had to tell him that they would like to have a meeting to discuss about this, just to get him to the place that they wanted him to be. That is why this card appears here, because it shows that they were lying, that they had to make up an excuse to get him to meet them. And these Six of Pentacles, I feel that these two men were not the only people in this, because I feel like there was someone else who was involved, and this someone else was like in a higher position than these two men, and he or she gave an order to kill Ray. So now let's talk about the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords here. I feel that the reason why these two people show up again from the second deck but in a knight form is because at first Ray looked up to them, maybe because the way they talked or presented themselves to him that makes him looked up to them. But then once he discovered the truth, his perspective of them changed drastically, and instead of seeing them as powerful, this truth showed him the true color of them, and it was not as good as it seemed. So it shows that there was a decrease from the way Ray looked at these people. And this Five of Swords here, I feel that this shows us the struggle between them, between Ray and these two people. It's like they were dragging him, and then he tried so hard to get them off of him. Alright, now let's talk about the crime scene and what led to his fall. What I feel happened was these people wanted to make his death seem like a suicide. So they set up the crime scene. They put his flip-flops, glasses, and I believe his wallet on the roof because that was the initial crime scene in their mind. You see, what I feel is that they planned to push him off, and then they thought that he would end up on the roof, and that was why they put all of his belongings there, because they thought that the body will end up on the roof. But the thing was that they didn't realize that the spot that he would land was fragile and not strong enough to hold the pressure that the fall caused. Hence the body fell through to the room underneath it. So this strength card for me represents that the roof was not strong enough. So here we are, confused with what happened, why he fell through that roof and ended up inside the room underneath that. And I think that after he fell through the roof, they left his body there because they didn't know what was underneath that. It could have been just any type of room, or that there were people in the room where he fell through, and they thought to themselves that they had no time to reset the whole crime scene, meaning moving Ray's belongings, because they had the risk to get caught. And I think that they flee the scene right away so that nobody saw them. So this explains what happened. In the shadow card we have Mother of Wands and Ace of Wands. This Mother of Wands, I feel that this is Ray's wife's energy, and we see here that she is holding onto something, and of course with the wand here. And from another deck we have the Ace of Wands as a shadow card. I feel that this represents that she was left with some kind of information, whether she realized this or not. We all know about the small note that was taped on the back of his computer, but with the Ace of Wands here, I feel that he left something else, some other information behind for her to find. So this Ace of Wands represents the clue that Ray left behind, because after he found out the truth or the secret here, he was fearing for his life. I think that he knew what these people are capable of, so he figured that he needed to be prepared of what's coming. Now the Oracle card here, we have relationship harmony, gifts from God, and divine order. I feel that the relationship harmony here shows arguments between him and his partner, and this is related back to the Two of Cups from the first deck here. It shows that he had like a close relation to at least one of these two men who were involved in his death. And the gifts from God here, I feel that this shows us that he wasn't snooping around, he was not trying to purposely figure out what they were doing, but rather he stumbled upon the secret. And I think that it's because the universe wanted him to figure this out. And it was because of this divine order, meaning that once he was presented by this truth, he would try to bring the balance back. Because of his personality, he would not stay quiet if there was any injustice around him. He would fight for what's right. I'm not sure what was the secret that he found out, but I believe that it was connected to a lot more people. It could be innocent people because they were like him, blindsided and trapped in these people's game. And maybe we won't know what really happened, but with these three oracle cards here, I believe that because of this, because of what happened to him, he saved at least some people from getting scammed. That's the message that I get. Alright, so that's all the reading for the death of Rivera. I would like to hear your opinion about this case, so please share it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next Unsolved Cases reading.